Karen initially tries to pretend that she has no feelings for Rentaro, but when she realizes that she has no choice, she admits that she loves Rentaro and wants his babies. With both girls professing their feelings, they demand that Rentaro make his choice, but he's unable to pick between them. That night, Rintaro visits the shrine to find guidance, and asks the god what other people do when they have multiple soulmates. The god of love shamefully admits that other people only has one soulmate, and that during his birth, he made a mistake, as when he was busy watching a Johnny Sins movie, he accidentally put down how much he creamed as the amount of Rintaro's soulmate. However, the god of love also informs Rintaro that if a soulmate doesn't get together with the one they love, they get back. Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap! Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap! Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap! Nicki Minaj is the queen! He promises to make both of them the happiest girls alive, and to show that he's serious, he presents them a 4-leaf clover for each of them, revealing that he spent the whole morning looking for them. He expresses how he believes that both girls would appreciate his romantic gesture, especially since they both desperately tried to get their hands on the clovers before. He whizzes up both girls, and because of her love for him, Akari states that she doesn't mind being two-timed by Rintaro, as she is hopelessly in love with him and couldn't imagine loving someone else. After hearing that, he refuses to be
Kaya nga labas-pasok sila.
Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap! Queen of rap! Nicki Minaj! Nicki Minaj! Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap! Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap! Nicki
They walk together to school, all jolly and happy, and they see a student getting chased by an old hag faster than using a bolt. Akari informs them that the old saint is the vice president who was once attacked by
Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap! Nicki Minaj
and he punishes them by giving them
Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap! Nicki Minaj is the queen
Or ay, atin ka.
When he takes a bite, he
Ata.
expresses how delicious it tastes, and Karen gets jealous. She quickly shares her morning cookies, and she eats them to him so aggressive. It ends up on
Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap!
He craves for them as well.
Bobo, nasan ba yung charger? Lobat nata yung tablet ni Luna.
But reveals that they can't use their hands.
Tignan mo sa labas at i-charge mo yung tablet mo.
Wait
Naman ang gumagamit yun eh.
She starts eating
Yung
like a
tower
squirrel,
for
getting
baking,
closer to taste
guys.
Rintaro's lips.
Guys,
But
ako,
Karen
guys.
acts quickly and uses a puppy to blind his other eye. Seeing his red eyes, Karen makes an excuse saying that he has a fever and pulls him in to kiss her so she can take away his disease. In that moment, Akari hits her with her milk bags to stop her, leaving Karen in awe at how soft they are. Akari goes eye to kiss Rintaro to take his temperature, and Karen separates them so she can get Rintaro's kiss. Again, Akari smacks her with her melons, and both girls end up in a standoff. In that moment, Rintaro realizes that both girls want to kiss him and confronts them about it. They admit that they do and are unable to decide who gets the first go, but Rintaro assures them that he has a plan for it. He explains how they can devise a kiss between them where one girl gets the kiss, but neither of them knows who actually
Hi.
the plan uses dice and masks and music players, which will help them navigate when Rintaro gets to kiss one of them without him knowing who he's kissing and which girl gets his first kiss.
Balik tayo agad first, guys.
And to ensure none of them cheats, he makes them a pinky promise that he will
Balik tayo agad first, guys. Balik. Balik at agad first.
Rintaro accidentally has his hands on some
Guys,
exquisite
katawa.
jiggle
Katayo, marikap. Ave
and
marikap.
realizes that it's Akari, which ruins his plan. Hikari tells him that he can go further, but he decides to be a man of his word and asks the girls to start over. In the
Malikap
second
guys, kawa
attempt,
tayo
before
ako
Rentaro even
makeup.
does anything, a cultured cat notices a smell of fish coming from Karen and wastes no time getting her clamp. It completely
Malikap.
sends Karen the wrong message, thinking that Rentaro wants some seafood. They restart again with each attempt failing even worse than the one before, and it leaves them completely defeated. With tension being high, Karen and Hikari start fighting over whose fault it is, and Rentaro can't stand seeing his two baddies fight. He deems it his fault for not already having his first kiss, so out of desperation, he runs away to the walls, summoning the old prune to come get him. He purposefully decides to get his first kiss from her to avoid jealousy between the two girls. But before the vice principal gets to kiss Rentaro, Karen shows up to pull her back. Then, Hikari screams out how the school inspector is coming, scaring off the vice principal, who refuses to lose a job where she gets to kiss hot dudes. After the situation calms down, Rentaro expresses how he doesn't want his two girlfriends fighting,
Ito.
so he prefers to get a kiss from the old hag instead to avoid them fighting.
Wait lang ha.
However, both girls declare that they would rather
ano
see
to?
Rentaro kiss the other instead of throwing away his first kiss like that. After seeing the two supporting each other, Rentaro embraces them both, which makes them happy and suggests a new idea. Back on the rooftop,
Ito.
he suggests that all three of them kiss each other at the same time. And while the girls initially get flustered over the idea of kissing another girl, they are willing to give it a try out of their love for Rentaro. Then, both girls kiss Rentaro and finally manage to claim that they both got Rentero's first kiss. The next day, they go to the library to look for recipe books, as both girls
Guys,
want to
ito
learn how to
mga.
cook
Ata ng
vegetarian.
play.
While there, Rentaro has an interest in a certain book, but when he's about to take it, he accidentally touches the girl's hand, and when they look at each other, they make a connection, making her another one of Rentero's soulmates. In the girl's mind, she imagines herself as a princess, one who lives in solitude, with no hope of escape.
Biyaya ang
But with
bigay.
Rentaro
Tapos
standing
nga,
beside her, she begins to feel something change. The spark of
Kaya
connection
natin
between them is electric, and feeling startled. The girl backs away from the book she was reaching for and tells Rentaro to get it instead. But Rentaro gently encourages her to take it for herself. The girl communicates with him by writing in her book, and Rentaro quickly picks up on what she's saying. He realizes that the girl is the librarian here, and because the library
Uy,
is
yung
her
pet mo
domain,
naman ni.
she is unable to speak aloud. She gestures as if trying to find someone else who could help Rentaro find the book he's looking for. But Rentaro stops her, as he wants her help directly. He asks for a
Tapos
recommendation,
naman tayo
a
pala
romance novel, one where the characters must overcome hardships in order to live happily ever after. The girl nods in
Tayo na
understanding.
guys.
She disappears for a moment, and then returns with a towering stack of
Diaper
books.
tayo.
Rentaro gets surprised, and the girl, a bit as a knight who falls in love with a princess. The two face countless trials together, almost costing their lives. But one day, the princess leaves for a distant place. The knight chases after her, refusing to let her go. Rentaro
Anong
gets pulled
kuto yung
into the
kulay
store,
pahay?
almost crying like a
Comment
wimp
na
while
kayo.
reading, but only to discover it ends on a cliffhanger, which is continued in Volume 2.
Pawon?
One line in
Okay,
particular
Nancy.
stands out to him that
Ayaw
fate
mo siya
can't be defined.
mag-ulit
It reminds him of something the god of love once told him.
Ano
The
tayo?
next day, Rentaro approaches Shizuka in class.
Ito yun na
He
nakuha.
returns the book and notices Volume 2 peeking out from her bag. He tells her how amazing the first volume was and asks to borrow the next one. Shizuka smiles and hands it over. Wanting to repay her kindness, Rentaro buys her a drink from a vending machine. They sit together in the school park. There, they talk about the book and a little about Shizuka herself. She tells him that she's always communicated through her book and that she's never had any real friend. Then she shyly asks him not to shun her because to her, he's special. Rentaro reassures formally introduces Shizuka as his new girlfriend. At first glance, Hikari and Karen assume she's just an ordinary girl, so out of curiosity, they ask what Shizuka likes. Rentaro explains that Shizuka communicates through her smartphone, which holds her favorite series. He adds that he's already sent her the second volume, complete with their names included in the story. Intrigued, Shizuka clicks on their names. When the phone refers to Karen as lady, Karen looks offended. Rentaro quickly explains it's just part of Shizuka's unique way of speaking and part of her charm. He goes on to describe Shizuka's
Pero dito,
quirks,
kita ko
including how her toes wiggle expressively depending on what she's reading. He also mentions some of the cute habits of his other girlfriends. Akari bites her fingers when she's thinking, which is something Antero finds strangely attractive, and Karen twirls her hair
Ay,
whenever
kung
he
muna
compliments her.
ko.
All three girls grow shy and how attentively first, until she selects
Guys,
the right
kain muna
dialogue
ko
on her
ha.
phone.
Bye-bye guys.